Alright, IPS showed up. We can start now. Alright, folks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we're going to see how well this goes. I am actually simulcasting to YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. So I can see Twitch and YouTube chat here. Is audio sounding all right on both sides there? Let me know if there's any problems with the video, the audio. This is my first time simulcasting, so yeah. Okay, awesome. Alright, let's see how this goes. Hopefully the game audio isn't too loud. Let's see. Just got this downloaded and installed and started up here a couple minutes ago. We've got it started here. Yeah, let's jump straight in. I don't know what we're gonna do, if we're gonna do anything special here. Maybe we can see about doing some challenges or something fun. But for now, let's just appreciate this amazing project. Okay, 15-second delay on YouTube. Thanks, Twitch chat. Good to know. I may have to try and adjust that real quick. Let's see. Take me into low latency mode. Let's see. I'll have to work on that. I'm not a professional streamer, unfortunately. But hey, maybe we'll see if this changes. Not only do we have Infinity Blade 1 for PC here, but I have also side-loaded all 3 games to an iPad here that I can successfully AirPlay to this PC, so we could even see some streams for Infinity Blade 2, Infinity Blade 3, and I doubt we'll be able to stream Infinity Blade Dungeons. That's kind of a finicky piece of software, as IBS knows. But hey, we'll see. Without further ado, though, let's jump into this. I don't know if we'll do the money glitch, Ausar. We'll do a solid run here. Yeah, without further ado, let's kick off the only Infinity Blade stream in the world right now. I have checked, at least as of like an hour ago when I started setting this up. This is the only Infinity Blade stream that I know of. So, welcome. Let's get going.
Monsieur Combrave, hero. Hotoi conmesene.
Soski Andaluste. Provincia di Orosista Comunze Foc Previanda.
Amoles me. Emosi que me le misama. Koro. 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 K
Yeah, sorry, Zeke. It's been some time. But this is worth it for me to return.
Jag så ny korona. Vi smider fan med korv. Kimese klasono. Combrato infinity. Gorgo. Fanise braso carime.
Oh, comes blessing my progress now. Some comprassion of gamma. I do love Pangian. Eventually I'll get around to making that into a functional con lang. You think the version of the first line is corny or goofy. In this version, the version in Infinite Blade Saga is even a little bit more dramatic, because they took the Pangian, they brought Troy Baker in and had him do the lines in English for Saga, and it's, I forget exactly what he says, but something like he is the rushing wind in the grass, something super melodramatic. So, do you think this is bad? Game volume a little loud. Let me see about adjusting that. Is it the mic volume or is it the game volume? I'm assuming it's the game volume. Commissar Dim, I actually have, not as much as I would like. Commissar Dim asks if I've read any Sanderson outside of the IB novellas, and I have. I read Steelheart. That might be it. I do own Way of Kings. I've been meaning to read that. I'll get around to it eventually. I do interface with the Sanderson collector community somewhat frequently, so I'm well acquainted with the rest of Sanderson's work, at least in name and legacy. Talking the music volume. What's a little too loud here, IBS? Okay. Yeah, so you can let me know if the audio gets, I don't know, has any problems. Okay, Viento and Sanderson, good to know. I've talked quite a bit with the Sanderson collector himself, the guy who has an unrivaled collection of Sanderson stuff. World Class collection, if you ask me. Warbreaker, okay. Oh, see, my keybinds aren't working. I'll have to work on that later. No, sorry, I'm good to hear whatever. Tell me now if it's important. Oh yeah, keybinds are a must. Oh, can't hear game audio. Okay. Let's shake it back up again. just gonna block for now until I get these keybinds figured out. Oh boy. Oh, come on. Come on, come on. I'm gonna break my shield here. Come on, come on. Give me one more. Give me a scratch, give me a scratch. We'll just parry at this point. I promise I know how to play. Yeah, no, I guess I'm not, absolutely not a professional streamer. Okay, good, good. Glad to hear audio was working out. Yeah, no, Huel, keybinds, not yet, not yet. I don't know, I set them in the launcher before I started this up. It doesn't appear to be working yet. I'll have to come back and do some free cam. I know that's one of the developer options in this version. You know, fly around, take a look at all of the hidden optimizations Chair made to get this thing running on the iPhone 4S. Karma Star Dim, I will try. I will really try to beat God King first time. I could probably do it on mobile, but we'll see. Oh yeah, the graphics are the best part of this so far. Everybody's talking about it, but yeah, I mean, it really is very nostalgic. Be going through this again on something of a first time. But hey, we hear enough about that on the subreddit and all that. Yeah, I'll have to look into that, Huel, and figure it out. IBS, you said the saves issue was fixed in the most recent release, is that right? So if I exit the game right now, is it going to save my point right here? Okay, let's see. Let's try quitting. I'll bring back up the launcher real quick. Gotcha, okay. Hey, Quantum Freak, welcome, welcome. Yeah, if you head to the Infinity Blade subreddit, I believe it'll be in the description of the YouTube stream. You can find a pin post all about that. Okay, controls. Oh yeah, see, it reset my keybinds. Seem to recall that being an issue people were talking about. Let's see. Let's get pause. Yeah, r/InfinityBlade on Reddit. Lots of good info there. The pinned post at the top of the sub will give you instructions on how to install on mobile as well as the PC port here. Okay, yeah, so there we go. To open the console, you have to bind a key to that. Let's do that. Okay, still not. Where's that? Okay. Okay. Keybinds set up again. Let's try it out again. All right, let's see if the save actually saved. It did. Let's go. Let's get this back up on screen. Okay, cool. I think my keybinds are probably working now. Let's give it a shot. We're going to be fighting Mr. Marrow Fiend here. Oh, I tell you guys, this brings to mind. It probably isn't canon, but around the same time that the IB1 user manual was released with all of its non-canon lore bits, Chair teamed up with IGN to produce like a combat guide to each of the Titans, or at least the major Titans, and they each had little lore tidbits in them. Now this precedes Sanderson's involvement and all that, so I don't think it's canon, unfortunately, but it's cool seeing that little piece of what the lore in the game was before Sanderson got involved. So things like Marrow Fiend here, I think, makes his weapons and all that out of the bones of his fallen enemies. Alright, we're parrying here. No, I don't want to parry, actually. I want to dodge. Alright, there we go. Keybinds up and running. Let's get this guy. I'll have to try keybinding the slashes as well. That'd make things a lot easier. Cool. Not bad for that. I mean, yeah, if I'm going to be going up against Ragear in the end here, yeah, I need to... Keybinds are going to be essential, to be honest. Okay. Okay, get the chest, Critical things. Oh, good to know, Tuber Moist. Can't stab with keybinds. That's true, I don't recall seeing that as an option. Alright, chat. Do we go through the gate, or do we go into the sewer? Hey, have fun, Quantum Freak. Alright, what What does F5 do? Oh, sorry, we're gonna... Should I trust you? Action F5. I'm pressing F5. That's not, it's not doing anything. Alright, we got one for the gate. That's the canon route. Cyrus canonically went through the gate to the right. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Okay, yeah. Real quick, let's see. Where was that command? Yeah, the free cam command, IBS. I swore I saw it in chat somewhere. Cool. Thanks, you two. Toggle. Free. Sorry, toggle debug cam. Come on. Okay, I think I took that. Let's see. There we go. Very nice. Green screen graphics. Okay, that's what you're getting at. But yeah, free cams, and this is very nice. Oh, going below the map there. And see, the textures don't go very far because of how they had to optimize all this. Yeah, this is kind of awkward. I'll have to test this out on my own time and see what I can do with it. FreeCam is a very, very nice feature. Oh yeah, see, they don't have the back of the castle there rendered yet. But I think I see... Are those the gold bags? Yeah, the gold bags and the potions are rendered in. Just not the rest of the geometry back there. Oh, arrows looks like. Thank you, I was going to say. Very nice. And it's nice to just see it in game like this. It's one thing to pull all these textures up, even the skybox in U model, and look at the textures themselves. It does not do this awesome view justice. Okay. Now the question, how do I get out of free cam mode? Same command, gotcha. Look at those lens flares. Ooh. Very nice. Okay. Toggle debug camera. And we're back. Okay. All right, last chance, folks. We going in the gate. We going in the sewer. Gate? That's 2 for gate. We're going for gate. Let's do it. I will go the scary route again at some point. Get those gold bags. Oh, there's one. Might have to tweak the sensitivity. Yeah, it's almost like this game wasn't made to run on a... It wasn't made to be played with keyboard and mouse. As is tradition, we got here. Get that bag. Trying to think of good places to use the free cam. Ah, we'll get there. Okay. Alright, Hedge Knight. I don't think the super tech is Aegis Forms compliant. You gonna make me do this? Do I have to? Oh, fine. Oh. There we go. Dodge break superiority. There we go, we're getting used to these controls. What's up, Lucas? What's up, Chloro? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you guys are popping in. Let's get that message out of here. Yeah, we'll try it. Definitely down in the dungeon. I've got an idea. Points into attack, as is. I don't know. Maybe it's not tradition. It's kind of compelled to. Yeah, I saw that potion back there. Any other things around here? Nah, screw it. I'm gonna... Interesting. Toggle debug, and that's not going anywhere. Interesting. Okay, let's see. I gotta catch up on chat real quick here. Okay, Lucas. I seem to recall that. I know I've gotten a couple of messages about collectibles. Definitely reach out to me again if you're still interested in offloading that. Yeah, I'm always in the market to pick up collectibles or any merch for that matter. Yeah, Lucas, if you're the individual I think you are, I think I've lost a way of getting in touch with you. So yeah, definitely reach back out to me if you will on Discord there. Yeah, IBS. I toggled the debug cam there. It looks to have worked, but then when I hop out and try and actually navigate around, it's not working. Type. Yeah. Claro, this is the most recent build as far as I know that I think was released earlier today. Okay, thanks, IBS. Yeah, IBS would know which specific build this is. Should just be the most recent one, considering that keybinds and the other bugs that I've heard about on the Discord have been fixed. Okay, let's get back out of this. Such a tiny console. Oh, sorry, Money Glitch is not canon. I mean, I could do the Money Glitch. That would not make it fair to the God King, though. Gotta say, this is running exceptionally well, even on my old potato of a laptop here. Attack only. Remember, folks, attack only. I mean, I doubt this is the case. I was just thinking, wouldn't it be weird if the texture for these skulls was like some Half-Life stuff where it was like the actual photography from a human skull? Oh, that's right. This guy's the Hedge Knight. Oh, wait, no, this is the heck. I gotta brush up on my my Titans. Cavalier. Let's try the camera now. Now that we're in a different spot. Guys, I broke it. Shame. Claro, I gotta be honest, I was in the same boat. I got this iPad right here in front of me a couple months back, I think, and just never bothered to sideload onto it. Finally did, and even then I'm not really playing much Infinity Blade. Though I've been meaning to. I may focus on the lore, the history, and all that. But I don't think I'm that bad at the game. I would like to get involved in Aegis Fight Club and all that. Maybe try and join the Pantheon. Be a time commitment. You know, time is short and all that. Don't have much free time, but I would like to try. Yeah, I wasn't around in the forum days long enough to take advantage of the cool clubs they had back then. Though I did make an attempt. I did start grinding Infinity Blade 1 pretty hard back in the day to try and join one of the clubs that had a like a level 500 requirement. Never got very far, but yeah, I hear you, Chloro. Yeah, free time is... yeah, it's very, very scarce these days. Although, what with all the attention that the community, and especially this port, is getting, I'm thinking I'm gonna fast track the complete story timeline video. This is a good time to get eyes on content related to the games, and so... yeah, and a complete story video is definitely next on the list, right after the AMA video. Yeah, too, bro. I mean, this thing's been out for 2 days now, and I doubt we've seen even... yeah, I doubt we've scratched the surface of what we can do with this port. I know that the modding potential of textures has been established on mobile. I think it was done in Infinity Blade 3 by some of the modding community, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's just a ton of potential here. Where'd all this loot come from? Yeah, I've not been doing a good job managing my equipment here. Okay, I gotta start thinking seriously about how I'm gonna fight Ragear. I might just go for healing, to be honest. But then again, mouse and keyboard, quickly jumping into magic and drawing the symbol? Ooh, is that... am I gonna leave myself open to attack that way? Decisions. Yeah, I'm going for it. Get me that. Sell that. Gonna need a better sword before the end. Take the long route, why not? Oh boy, can I remember this guy's name? Brute something. Level 4. Get that attack up. Darn it, I missed that gold bag down there. somewhere down there. Just brew. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What about negative bloodlines? Oh boy. Not the wood jester. Alright. The bane of Infinity Blade players everywhere. Oh. Glad there's no feints in this. Totally forgetting I have super attack and magic. Wood Jester is holding... Oh, what is that called? It's in here somewhere. There it is, Elorium. Say, where's Darth? Where's Mr. British Man? Yeah, I know that our international friends always complain about how late I stream. Admittedly, I was pretty late in setting this all up. Let's see, what could I feasibly save up for? Why do I get the feeling that we have the same 4 or 5 people in both chats? I was going to say, until Mike there sent a message, YouTube chat had been dead for a couple of minutes there. Nice, Mike. Legacy install gang. It's crazy how many details you don't really notice until they're in 4K right in your face. Like the little guys above the door. Let's see if I can get back into free cam now. Nope. Free cam is still broken. What have I done? No. As far as the textures go, I forget, were they AI upscaled for this release? Or were the 64-bit textures always this good? Hey, we'll see a heal. Chloro, I don't think I knew that either. Crazy details. Yeah, they don't, and I know that the mods on mobile have really good textures, and so I have to imagine that the 64-bit versions of the games are just happen to look this good. Oh, okay. Is this Iron Golem in the room with us now? I can hear him. He's making that crackly noise. Should I restart and see if he reappears, or should I fight him? Would he be invisible during the fight? You guys are seeing this, right? I'm not just missing a 20-foot tall golem. Let's do it. Yeah, we're gonna fight him. Okay. Greatest enemy of the deathless. Invisibility. I'm glad we're getting this capture. This is gonna be a real good bug report. Archivist fights level 5 Iron Golem with I don't know, what are those? What are the perks in the third game called? Titan perks? Yeah, this will all be recorded. I mean, it should be available as I'd imagine a Twitch VOD or archived on YouTube like all the other streams. Alright, Titan perk invisibility. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so it's not just the golem. The background and Cyrus are gone. Weird. What is... And then above the level bar up here, is that like... That looks like the Gothic archways inside the castle. This is weird. Okay, so is this a well-known issue, IBS? Yeah, this is interesting. But hey, at least it's not game breaking. All right, enough procrastinating. Yeah, he's still not there. Oh, I can tell where the camera's swinging. Might just have to block the whole way. We're doing it. Parry? I can... Oh, wait, look at the shadows. Okay. Okay, come on. Yeah, I can... There we go. There we go. Take that. We're doing it. We're doing it, boys. We're doing it. Okay. And see, I can tell what attacks he's doing based on the shadows. I do know what those look like. Let's go. Okay, yeah, somebody clip that. Let's go. Can we just... IBS, can you, like... We need to throw this in the modding server. We need to throw this somewhere. We need to get this made into an actual mode. Call it, like, silhouette mode or something. Silhouette or, like, shadows on the cave wall mode. Make it an extra hard challenge where you have to read the incoming attacks just based on the shadows. Okay, the bugs continue. Let's go down to the invisible chest. Cyrus is, yeah. Yeah, Vinny, we're dealing with some interesting bugs here. Statues, oh my gosh, this is the whole wall over here is gone. Statue's gone. There's no elevator. There was no iron golem. There's no chest down there. There's no staircase going down. This is crazy. Can I look farther up? No. Looks like the statue over there on the left is also missing. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's see what's downstairs. Nemo, the state... Oh boy, what is going on here? The state of the series is... It's complicated. This game was never meant to be... It wasn't designed for a non-touch interface. The design considerations they have during development was literally, hey, if you can play and enjoy this with a controller, we are designing the wrong game. They really want to take advantage of the uniqueness of the touch interface. And so they haven't ported it to any other platform kind of for that reason. You'd have to re-engineer the whole game to do that. And hey, why do anything new when your cash cows continue to make you money? Okay, particle effects are going, but we are standing in limbo, folks. We have confirmation Cyrus is in limbo. I don't know, I am kind of interested to see how this goes. But no, I do want to use free cam. Let's reset. Let's get our textures back, because I do want to use free cam. I want to look at something down there in the dungeon. I'm glad my keybinds have stayed. That's good. Well, I'll add some slash keybinds for now. Why not? Cool, cool. Anybody know how to clear a keybind? What's that? It's not escape. It's not delete. It's not backspace. It's not space. Do I have to reset all of the controls? Oh, there we go. No, I can just reset advanced. Okay. There we go. Easy enough. Now this launcher is very well engineered. Gotta give the modder that. Very nice. So this is my first time actually running this, so it's very, very cool that the About option brings up the manual. That is very, very cool. All right, and we are back. Very nice. Okay. Let's get back into free camera. Cool. Okay. Oh, there's the God King's tube liquid over there. But as far as I recall from the GDC talk from the Mustard Brothers, some of the things they did to optimize the game was like remove the back of all of these blocking columns, things like that, so the backs of certain assets are just missing. Yeah, and the problem with that is that this wasn't solely an Epic project, unlike something like Gears of War, because where Gears of War was something that Epic had full control over and eventually did in fact sell to Microsoft. You know, this was a chair project, and Donald Mustard had a lot of say over this, and so when they promoted him to a higher position at Epic, I can't see him being okay with them doing anything with any of the chair properties, to be honest. Okay, where... I know there's a control panel in the texture for this pillar thing. Is that not here? Oh, that's right. It's in there. You gotta open it up. Yeah, Nemo. Infinity Blade Saga came on Android devices, as well as there was a Kinect version. If you look up on YouTube, Infinity Blade Saga Xbox, the compilation, you can find a compilation of a lot of video, gameplay, and all that for the Kinect version of Saga from a community member. Let's see. Can I glitch into... here? I want to see that texture. There it is. Okay. Very nice. All right, folks. You guys see this? This is an exclusive. This is the only line of Infinity Blade 1 Pangian. And it's Infinity Blade 1 Pangian because even though characters... Oh, 1, 2... 3 until the end look similar to ones in Infinity Blade 2. The first, like, 2 or 3 are not present in Infinity Blade 2. So this is Infinity Blade 1 Pangian, and it's You know, there's no other, as far as I know, I haven't seen it in the textures. There's no other samples of this version of Pangian anywhere. So I'm kind of surprised nobody's asked about this, because I always, whenever I get the chance, I do mention, you know, there's 3 versions of Pangian, one for each game, and nobody's ever asked, hey, what is Infinity Blade 1 written Pangian? That's this right here. So you heard it here first, I guess. Yeah, Vinny, sorry. Pangian is, in fact, the language they speak. At least the spoken component of whatever language it is Pangian. I don't think we ever got explicit confirmation that the written component is also referred to as Pangian. But it's easier to just call it that. In fact, I would imagine that it's not, because technically speaking, there are, of course, those 3 different versions of written Pangian. Infinity Blade 1 Pangian, which there's not really enough to say anything about. Infinity Blade 2 Pangian, which is its own kind of repeating mess of gibberish, and then Infinity Blade 3 Pangian, which looks to be the version used in like actual daily life. Whereas Infinity Blade 2 Pangian, it is my theory, is the ancient deathless script that Ragerear talks about in the second book. No, canonically, they are always speaking Pangian. Let me do this fight and I'll comment some more on that. Yeah, that is correct. Infinity Blade Saga did switch to English. And so it's kind of interesting to hear the voice acting, the lines, and what kind of change between versions. But yeah, canonically they are always speaking Pangian. It's just that in the second game they switched to English to make the plot easier to follow. Now I cannot for the life of me find the source of where I got this, but I distinctly recall it being said that they took inspiration for that change from Pangian to English from The Hunt for Red October. Because in that movie, the first 5 minutes, the Russian characters, or the Soviet characters, speak Russian, and then at a certain point when the dialogue starts really picking up, they make this change into English. So you know that they're still speaking Russian throughout the movie. But, you know, to make it easier for the audience to follow, not to read subtitles, they switched to English. So same kind of thing. I don't know where I read that. I swear I'm not making it up. I swear that's like something Donald Mustard or somebody at Share actually said. So if somebody can find out where that comes from, that would be nice. There's the elevator. So much to explore. Now that we have the debug camera back, let's... Never mind. Hey, IBS, if you're still around, it's like I only get one use of debug, of free cam, and then it's this again. So one use per reset. Interesting. Yeah, that's right. Easier for the audience to understand English. It's easier for the voice actors to not have to speak a frankly mismanaged conlang, if you ask me. From what I have looked into, that little bit of Pangian at the beginning of the second game is not consistent syntactically or any way really. It's not consistent with the Pangian we hear in the first game. So for that little bit, they didn't even manage or didn't even bother to keep things consistent. Okay, we're gonna try using the keybinds for slashing now. Get a lot faster combos, that's for sure. Demon Rocks, welcome to chat. Yes, we are running Infinity Blade 1 on a PC. If you're interested in learning more, head to the Infinity Blade subreddit, r/Infinity Blade. That is the best place to get information on this. But technically speaking, it will run on PC. I think we're learning that it will run on Macs through the function they have there to run Windows programs, and it'll even run on Linux through Wine, so that's pretty cool. Okay, we're getting up to the end here. Should I grind out some more gold? Should I go see it through? Should we go fight Radriar yet? Yeah, it is very awesome. Not only does it run great, it's got a great launcher, it's got keybinds. So if you think that playing this with a mouse is going to be awkward, it is. But there are keybinds that make things super easy. And it looks great too. The textures they're really great quality. Runs at, I think, 60 FPS if I recall correctly. Yeah, nice, Demon Rocks. Legacy install crew. I still have my iPod Touch 5th generation that has all 3 games with the original installs on them. Yeah, I haven't tried that out yet, Kami. Like an Xbox controller, is that? I mean, I guess that's what I would initially guess at, just because of how easily compatible those are with Windows. I do have a Duke controller right here next to me. Interesting. I wonder. Huh. Yeah, and if the device is old enough, you can also sideload vote the game onto devices and still play that. You can sideload. I think I found a .ipa file for it. I don't think we've actually seen if it works, but we have a .ipa file for Epic Citadel, the tech demo that preceded the game. And believe it or not, I don't know if I know that this PC port has brought a lot of attention from folks who are not normally active in the community. But if you didn't hear the Terra Leaks test flight, a thing that everybody found out about and freaked out about on Twitter at the end of last year, contained a prototype build of Infinity Blade Dungeons. So you can actually sideload that as well and play through the nearly completed version of Dungeons. Okay, Kami. Yeah. Oh, that might have to be a task for another stream. I like the idea, though. Let's try beating the God King with an Xbox controller. I'll have to give that a shot. Yeah, Epic Citadel was great. I remember being hyped up about that as well. Oh man, good times, good times. Yeah, Kami, the reason for that, it's not that they are intentionally bullet sponges, it's that the inventory system in Dungeons in the prototype build doesn't work. So you actually can't change out your equipment, you can't buy new equipment, you can't do anything. So you're stuck with the beginner's level weapon. So if you go into the higher levels, you're stuck with base level damage, and yeah, at that point it's very difficult. Although I know we worked on modding the damage values for the weapons to be super overpowered, so that wouldn't be a problem. And I've managed to sideload that version here onto my iPod. I just haven't launched it and actually tried it out yet. No, you're good, IBS. No, we were in the dungeon, of course, got back up here, just fought the warden, and I'm trying to decide if I want to grind some more gold, or do I want to go straight up to Ragejar. I don't know if you heard, IBS, when I exited free cam mode and then got back up here, same problem, where I cannot go back into free cam mode. Like I've got it right here. I'm in it right now, and it's still, yeah. It's like I get a one-time use for free cam per reset. Yeah, it's weird like that. So unfortunate, but hey, I'm sure that community will be able to address that in a patch of some kind. Hey, I'm just glad that the bugs aren't game breaking, as in they're not causing any catastrophic issues as far as like crashes go. The visual bug we had there was kind of just funny. Yeah, props to everybody involved. This has been it's a great build so far. Okay. I mean, well, maybe we'll have to try arena mode at some point. That could be fun, especially on this. Alright, well. Yeah, let's head on upstairs. Let's do it. Why not? Look at those floor reflections. Oh yeah, looking good, looking good. I'm telling you, Infinity Blade 3 with a 4K 60 FPS mod on sideloaded looks great. Absolutely great. That's true, Nemo. Being a dungeon crawler, dungeons probably could have been ported to other platforms, just given that, a virtual joystick control scheme. Yeah, I mean, then again, now that I think about it, the controls in dungeons are a virtual joystick to move around, and then you do use tapping and slashing to kind of what am I saying? I guess it's been a second since I've actually played dungeons. I know that you can navigate by tapping. Tap a point, travel there, and tap the next point, and continue on. And then, yeah, the combat is slashing and all that. But yeah, I definitely think that dungeons would have been a lot easier to port to other platforms and control schemes as opposed to the mainline series. Yeah, waiting for that new final movie version 2, final for real this time, movie from IBS. Especially now that we have all these great mods. All right, Dark Knight time. Yeah, so what? I can't stab. I can do crazy combos. And see, I wouldn't have minded. Infinity Blade is Infinity Blade to me. I'm more in it for the lore than anything. Dungeons in its form, though, is pretty rough. No, unfortunately not IBS. I have not really done much with those voice lines since I first tried to get some work done on them. Yeah, Vinny, dungeons, the prototype build we got our hands on, it's just that it's a prototype build. It's unfinished. In a lot of ways, to be honest. So yeah, like, the main problem being that the menus are demonstrational only. A lot of the buttons don't work. The inventory system is non-functional. You can't buy any new equipment from the store. You can't equip anything. And so it does make every enemy a bullet sponge. As you get into the higher levels, and your damage doesn't scale with the enemy's health. I hear you, Zuck. From what I've seen in the prototype build, it had the usual, microtransactions to buy more gold, but there were also other consumables in the game that you could purchase. But hey, Dungeons is still, it's enjoyable to me, just given the capacity I operate in the community as an archivist. It's fascinating to me to play through it and just see how things were different, especially between Infinity Blade 2 and 3, since that's when it was being developed. Just seeing all the little ways it would have departed from regular convention. Yeah, Zuck, absolutely. I'm sure you read that segment of the book that talks about Dungeons development history. That was really, really interesting, really enlightening. Okay, here we are. Yeah, it's time to get a new sword for sure. 5,800. We could go for Firebrand. So the God King doesn't have any elemental resistance yet. Alright, chat. What do we go for? Should I get straight damage? Should we go Sawtooth, get some poison, or Firebrand to get some fire? Yeah, for anybody interested in at least a little bit about Dungeons development history, definitely read the segment of Press Reset by Jason Schreier. Because it talks about the developers who were laid off from big, huge games and how they were picked up by Epic, became Impossible Studios, started developing Dungeons for 8 months before getting axed. Talent, no, we're fighting Rage Rear here. We're going bigger. We're going home. By going home, I mean we die, get thrown off the cliffs outside the Citadel, get our armor looted, and then become reborn as a child and come back and do it again. Nah, maybe we'll be symbolic and buy the Ancestor's weapon. Let's see, 12, 12. That's technically 13. That's not a bad way to go. We're buying Firebrand. Let's do it. Okay. Rest of the equipment's looking good. Yeah, I'll be honest, reverse card. Power scaling conversations are just not my cup of tea. I don't know, I don't like speculation, and so I am very hesitant to theorize or kind of just idly speculate unless there's like concrete info to base something on. And it just gets worse if you try and power scale between franchises. Things are just a little too different. And so yeah, I just don't see the point of debating who's more powerful. I mean, yeah, it can be fun for just some online conversation. Makes for some good death battle videos and all that, but otherwise I'd rather spend my time like talking to new folks about lore and introducing them to things. I will say that with the caveat that some good things have come out of power scaling. Naisu Raisu is the name that immediately comes to mind as far as who's in the community and who does power scaling stuff. And they've done a lot of really awesome like math related to Infinity Blade to figure out the quantitative figures around characters in Infinity Blade. Which I think that's cool. Alright, folks. I think it's time. We're going to see if we can beat the God King here, Bloodline 1. Yeah. Well, wish me luck. On second thought, I want to do some free cam in this room real quick. So let's relaunch. Let's reset real quick. Yeah, I absolutely respect any community that puts as much work into their work. Let's see. Yeah, any community that will put tons of time into compiling information in a wiki or something deserves respect. Especially when it's their free time they're using to do that. Yeah, no, Nemo. There is no word on that. Like I said, Infinity Blade's status is kind of complicated. Complicated by the fact that not only is it a game past its prime, with optimization updates and content updates having stopped in like 2015, so it's old, that's for sure. It's it's also not an IP that's as profitable as Fortnite, and so Epic's attention is understandably there. But I think the real nail in the coffin is that Donald Mustard, a creative director of Chair and co-founder of Chair, co-creator of Infinity Blade, who got promoted up into Epic, into the higher ranks, and probably really had some authority in the company as far as what creative projects were getting produced. He retired late last year. And so with the father of Infinity Blade, out of the kitchen, I don't really have much hope for this being revived. At least right now. Now that we're back in here, let's toggle debug camera. And I want to see... this guy's face. Oh, hey, look at that. Wish I could look down, but hey, look at that. There's Sunstorm and the Infinity Blade just hanging out below the map. They kind of have this idle animation too. Interesting. Very interesting. Go farther down and we see a low-res upside-down version of the throne room. Interesting. I'm guessing this is done for reflections purposes. Very interesting. Okay, yeah, IBS, that makes sense. They're part of his skeleton. Gotcha. Yeah, Zuck, my understanding is that Jeremy retired from Epic even before Donald did. According to his LinkedIn, he is an Epic emeritus. So he's like recognized as like an important member of their staff, but he doesn't work there anymore as far as I can tell. Chair still exists and they're still working on stuff. I mean, they're mainly providing auxiliary support for Fortnite. But, they're still around. Adam Ford isn't, unfortunately. Art director for Infinity Blade, Adam Ford, quit Chair, I believe it was last year, and started working at another Utah-based game developer. But yeah, Bert Lewis is still there. I think Scott Stoddard, lead animator, is still there. I'm pretty sure Simon Hurley, producer, is still there. I met him a couple of years ago. Kind of asked him if they were still around, so that's kind of how I know that. Yeah, I was hoping that there would be some cool, like, details on the pad here. But it doesn't look like it. Let's take a look at the armor here. Because we're talking about the like hexagonal pattern that's in there on the undersuit, it looks like. Cool. Yeah, it is a super smart use of resources to get those reflections. Because yeah, I guess now that we're looking at it, these reflections down here are just an upside down version of the map, which is insanely smart. Just another thing they did to optimize this game. Cyrus's armor is pretty detailed as well. Let's see. Yeah, it's nothing to scoff at. I forget if Firebrand here was a DLC weapon added in, version 1.1 or 1.2. But yeah, it's got one of the Pangian symbols there. As well as, more there on the crossguard. Could have been more of the Infinity Blade 1 Pangian written script. Well, with that said, I think we're done with our free cam journey. Cool. Let's finally fight Radrigar. All right. Wish me luck, boys. hell take me? Oh yeah, there's the hexagonal texture on his helm. Not only the undersuit. Oh. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, no, he's very fast. Keybinds are not... Keybinds are not helping me. I can't slash fast enough. Oh. All right. Okay, okay, okay. I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet. Okay. I gotta heal here. I gotta heal here. There we go. Oh, come on. Ah. I was close there. I don't doubt it's possible. I'm gonna say it. I think the travel on my keyboard, on my keys, is a little too long. The battle moves fast, and so yeah, any hesitation to like press those keys, get those going. Yeah, F's in the chat, boys. F's in the chat. Man, I don't want to do Bloodline 2. I got to go back and like reset my save, and we got to beat him. First Bloodline, we got to do it. Ugh. Okay, head back out. How about that? Ember Knight. Sorry. Inferno Paladin, not Ember Knight. That's later. This game is unforgiving with dodging the wrong way. moving. Let's see. Let's test something. Can I enter free cam now that a new bloodline has started? I can. Okay. So as it turns out, a reset or a new bloodline will reset the free cam use. Going to the top, baby. Let's see what we can see. And you can see how the back side of a lot of this just isn't rendered. You know, like this entire side here. Interesting. To stream, I think. Sorry if I lost you there, YouTube. I know we had a little bit of a data hiccup there. But yeah, I think we will call it there. It was a good first try, Bloodline 1 for the God King. We'll have to do this again. We'll have to do a Bloodline reset and try it again. Yeah, I'm absolutely going to be looking forward to, you know, whatever crazy mods, cosmetic, gameplay, or otherwise that the community puts out for this. I'm low key hoping for an Invisible Titans mod. That was pretty fun. That was pretty fun having to read the attacks based on the shadows. But I will have to try this again. This was a lot of fun. This worked really well. For any lurkers interested in trying out the PC port who haven't already, go to the Infinity Blade subreddit, reddit.com r/InfinityBlade. You can find a pinned post there at the top of the subreddit. Give you all the information you need. Yeah, thanks, Demon Rocks. Yeah, I'm doing what I can. It's important to bring attention to community efforts like this. Massive props to the other members of the community, especially Infinity Blade Studios, for pushing this, getting the word out there, making videos on all the new content. But of course, to the modder who successfully ported this. Massive props. But hey, yeah, I think we will look to do a stream like this again in the future. I know I need to do part 2 of the Infinity Blade soundtrack tier list I was doing. Part 1 is out in a VOD on YouTube right now. But yeah, tier list, Infinity Blade soundtrack. I think we'll do that next time and see about streaming the PC port again. Maybe streaming the other games as well. I don't know, we'll see. This has been, again, a lot of fun. So I will see you all next time. I've been the Archivist. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, evening, night, morning, wherever you are on planet Earth, whatever time it may be. And we will we'll see you next time. Hell take us all.